YouTube, hello, welcome back. It's Phoenix Wright, the final case. I assume. It's number 5. Hey, like being flashbanged? Just unrelated. Yo, feet for free? Hell yeah. The treasure of Curain Village heirloom, whose name means 7-branch sword. That's much easier to say. Why don't just call it that? Just saying. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. There's 7. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, the branches may appear to be infinite. There's 7. That's literally, it means 7. The choice is limitless. Well, there's 7, so it's 7. Like our destinies, the sword comes but to one end. One merciless point. Well, that would be the 7th one, actually. Mania 40 Night 1 was fun. Oh, I haven't seen it either, yeah. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that... Okay. Binds the world is severed. Thank you, instant playback. Ditzel's gonna be a blast. Oh, yeah. Oh, no! Is it someone we know or care about? Or the illusion is revealed. The illusion is revealed in the impossibility of fate... Something or other. Is finally laid bare. Who I'm wrestling? Yeah, Steamboat Willie. Why not? Yeah, we're playing Dead Souls next Thursday, right? Or next Friday. Thursday? Thursday and Friday. That got spun. Wright & Co. offices. God, gotta do this again. Hey, Nick. Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers, unlike you? Wow, cool, thanks for reminding. Good morning, Maya. How are you doing? Want some coffee? I just put it on. Oh, what's that? I'm a mere mortal with no spiritual powers. Yet again, you remind me? Fuck you. I mean, sure, you're a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? You played House and Dead Island? Oh, hell yeah. You're doing at least doing slightly better? That's good. Hopefully, will I be doing sub-stories and karaoke? Definitely karaoke. Maybe not every sub-story. Because some of them are whatever. So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the new issue of... Oh, fucking... Occult! The Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh. Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. SOLA coming out this month? Sure. I don't know what that is. Gotta do the Daigo and Drag sub-story? Well, don't spoil it for people, Jeppo. Gah. Reflects on Maya's part. Yeah, I was born with some features and you weren't. Yeah. You know how I can talk to dead people and you're just some fuck with a sick haircut? Yeah, I guess. Next DLC for 2. I'll check and see if it has achievements. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. I do want to play House. I gotta do Resident Evil's DLC first, then House, and then I want to get to Phantom Liberty finally. See what Idris Elba's up to in Cyberpunk. I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for the training. Ah, the frozen mountains of California. Dead Souls has lots of Majima. Yeah, a quarter of the game is dedicated to him. Now, I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like me to make reservations up there. Oh, damn. Reservations for a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah, and I signed up for the special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better. Since we don't have a case right now, anyway. Oh, I thought he was going to be all sarcastic about it then. Alrighty then, it's settled. Far Cry 4 update. You're dealing with Willis? Oh, one of the brothers. Well, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. All right, you're 19. Upper limit to how much Majima you can have. Dude's unhinged. He's practically never been attached. He's practically never been attacked or attached mentally, I mean. Listen, it's a game where you fight zombies, Arg, so Majima's in his element, just being a lunatic. That's Yogi and Reggie. Oh, yeah. Is Willis the sister, then? That's Fate. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking 5. Jesus Christ. I'm thinking 5. School starts back up tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Willis is the CIA guy. Oh, he's in, like, all the games in 3 onward. Hey! I don't have anything to do with spiritual power. The only thing I channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. Except 6. Oh, he's not in 6. Eh. Be careful tomorrow with an eclipse. Oh, is there an eclipse tomorrow? Hell yeah. I didn't know that. What? No way. How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope. Not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? I wanted to just, like, smash cut to him at the temple, carrying all their bags. What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. Oh, shit! I know her. Who the fuck's that other woman? But I know her! This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's... Yeah. Well, shit. Because you do actually have stuff to do with spirit powers. You can carry the Magatama for mind block triggering. Apparently anyone can do that, though. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison, if not brutally executed by being torn apart by wild dogs or however we can deal with criminals in this world. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearls? Yes! Oh, thank you, Mr. Nick. You do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Oh, cool. News issue added, received from Pearls. Anyone can do or not, sure uses it a lot, and it's quite handy. Well, yeah, it goes off whenever someone, like, has a secret to hide, is kind of the point. Dahlia Hawthorne. Wild wolves or goat licking? Is goat licking a form of execution? That's... new. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at the temple, but I just had to see for myself. Who this masked man really was. Also this nun. Well, we're here. That was a quick transition. I like the huge gate, and right next to it, there's like a service entrance door. Oh yeah, if you can't open the gate, we got this door here. Okay, through it. Don't worry about it. Good bit. Really thought we'd get you in like a winter coat or something there. It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should have put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Achoo! Her teeth are chattering so loudly. It's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Pearls is fine. Of course she is. Time for the best case in history. Mania 40 Night 2 is today. Kiryu, Kazuma Kiryu. It's him from the top rope with the steel chair, saving Cody. Mystic Maya. So this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearl, I... Achoo! Well. Oh, God. That mouth shape, what the hell? God, what would your voice be? I have no idea for her. Assuming it's a her. Fighting to sprinkle covered chocolate and it's cheese stuffed with olives and burning the place down with everyone in it? Well, yeah, duh. What? Well, how nice to see you. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Achoo! Oh, my, thank you for coming all this way. Come now, you must be cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicle. Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think, oh, yes, I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name's Bikini. Okay. Sure, Nathan, you're in bed. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something as a nice image to it. Not touching that one. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Yeah, alright, sure. Are we thinking I'll be in the Infinity War portals spot to help Cody? God. After he's finally back after Vince McMahon beat him. It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel. Reckless? Wahaha. Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all the trouble to get reservation. Yes, that's right. You've all come this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? The Shockmaster. With the bedazzled stormtrooper helmet, he rides in the Shockmaster. More like a torture kind of thing. They put a lot of salt in the feet and goats lick the feet and super ticklish, supposedly, and prolonged exposure is not good for you. Oh. Didn't know that. Bagow! He removes the mask, and it's John Moxley. And he just goes, "It's me, Austin! It was me all along." So what's the channeling dojo, anyway? Oh, my, you don't even know that? Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what he is saying. Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. Triple H. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So exactly is this special you must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. In a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. It's February now, right? You'll have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. Yeah, I probably shouldn't offer this course in February if I'm being honest with you. Omas. Alternatively, it's called The Tickle Torture and is described in a book cataloging actual tortures. Can't imagine a goat-licking being a good thing. Well, probably not, but in terms of ways to kill you, it's, I don't think they're here to torture them. They're the people that commit crimes in Ace Attorney are put on death row, so particularly murder, I mean. David Arquette and Johnny Knoxville. Yes, they finally return. So be careful, you hear? The kiss demon. But how am I supposed to be careful? Oh no. I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. 3 count. It's, Doink the Clown finally unleashed from his prison in hell to save Cody Rhodes. Sister, about this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Yeah, unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? Well, she's like twice your height, so already there's that issue. We're just a small temple here. She and I run the entire place. Really? That kind of sounds like... Sorry to cut in, but, this Iris, does she happen to be the incarnation of evil and the devil herself? I mean, where is she? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? No? Question mark? Oh, no, that's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go and have a look at the main hall for now? So she's in the inner temple, huh? Alright. By the way, did you know that I'm a lawyer? Okay, nothing. Yeah, crime hasn't even been committed. Why am I showing people that? Why do I even have a court record? There's no crime committed yet. Main hall and suspension bridge. Kind of want to check either of these out. Main hall, I guess. Yo, giant Magatama. Think of the Cyclops that thing has to bust open. Oh, wait, where are the fucking... Hold on. There's supposed to be step ladders in this case. There's a lot of achievements to get in this case alone, I think, which includes the step ladders. I need to hear all of... Larry Butts is in this case, and he has a bunch of stories about his childhood. I need to hear all of those. And that's it. I need to... I only have 4 achievements left in this game. Get all the ladder arguments and hear all of Larry Butts' childhood stories. And then I just beat the game and I have everything. Help imagine torture of punishment criminals. Yeah. Well, come on. Where are they? For God's sakes. Right. Bridge to turnabout. Hazakura Temple Courtyard post-earthquake. Okay. Hey, guys, there's an earthquake. Don't worry about it. We'll borrow a metal detector from Gumshoe at one point, and there will be a ladder. Okay. So that's pretty late in the case. Anyway. The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Achoo! We finally end the debate. We'll have to see. Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for dinner. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice and gruel all the time? Mr. Kmai's right. Ooh, I hope there's mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. What a cute little acolyte. Oh. Who's this Bayonetta-looking woman? I have no idea what her name is. Need a name first. Greetings, all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, so he makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit. Did you come here for the special course too? Actually, apparently. Elise Dunim. That's right. Oh, you know of me. Elise Dunim, so French. Yes, that's right. Why is everyone French in this damn game? You know me? My name is Pearl Fay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Zvari, a fortune teller. I've got all your books, Miss Dunim. What a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. You debate, Sam Riegel, you seem to be fond of voices, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, he's Phoenix Wright in the games going objection, and in the anime, he was Furio Tigre, which is kind of funny, given he was also, he's Phoenix Wright in the games, but not in the anime. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author, maybe? Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. Oh. So what's up? Sorry, I didn't know who you were. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright, I take no offense, Suzette. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much they asked me if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, it must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try and write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. And recently, I have accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Loris Dunim. I believe he's off doing landscape sketches right now. On Loris's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise. Anything for you. Yo, so, what the fuck do you do here? The animate's Eric Vale. Yeah, Eric Vale is Phoenix Wright. In the games, it's Sam Riegel. Furio Tigre, the man who impersonated Phoenix Wright, is Sam Riegel in the anime, which is funny. That's just objectively funny. Why did you come to our Zakora Temple? Oh, it's Pearl. Please don't mind. I've been arrested enough times. We need a character a Stone Cold voice. I mean, it would have to depend. A lot of these are... We're meeting women. I'm not really sure Stone Cold fits. Why'd you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow! I can't wait to read it. Bro's completely taken with her. I want to do a book with more Japanese feel to it this time. So that's why you're dressed like you are. The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It is really real amethyst, you know. Just for this case? No! Sick of throwing my voice and making it rough and weird. Besides, that was April Fool's Day when it was silly. We're not doing that again until the next April Fool's Day. Who knows what we'll be playing then? Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, yes. I want to help with whatever I can. Rose looks like she just won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it'll be of help to you. No, it's a map. Cool. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want to get lost now, would we? The inner temple. There it is on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, Atlas' voice was great. Yeah, well. Again, we'll see how I'm feeling. Maybe they'll have another character that I can give Stone Cold to. That being said, Stone Cold, I don't know, I conflate that with just Yosemite Sam at this point. What happened? I mean, no one's dead yet. Maya wanted to go to a temple in the mountains to do some training, and here we are. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Also, that's a children's author that Pearl is quite taken with. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. I want to see his giant Magatama. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Cyclops with this tiny one I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under its hood. Alright, well, that was fun. Back to the main gate. Oh, new again. No new male characters this case, so unlikely to find someone to give that voice to. Ah, it lets you see God. Yeah, if it falls on you. They fixed the damn bridge since... Oh, yeah, it is that, isn't it? This is, yeah, there's a suspension bridge, and that's where the flower and the road, it's just zoomed out now. Yeah, cool. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple. Time to go help that other nun out. Or to go help that other nun out. Alright, I think her name is Iris? Yeah, that's what it was. I've got to find out who this Iris really is. But I'm scared of what I'll find. Meanwhile, he's like cocking a gun. Fucking Taken style. Oh look, it's one of those snow motorcycles. Come on, it's snowmobile. Most people call that a snowmobile, you know. Snow motorcycle thing, snow blowmobile, same thing. It's definitely a snowmobile. Hey! Hell yeah, Desiree. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like that, like the wind on this slow mobile. Or maybe she'd give me a ride on the blow snowmobile. I told you it's snowmobile! Maya, what the hell are you talking about? Dusky Bridge. There's a phone. Huh. And yeah, they fixed it. Heavenly Hall. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. Looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh. Hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face your fears and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump. Might be just what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. God did lose a dance-off. It's true, that happened. Falls on you, it's going to send you straight to whatever God you believe in. Exactly. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Maya, fucking look. Look at it. What did you just say? Look at it again and figure out what the problem is and why I'm mad at you. Alright. Read it again, Maya! It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. It is not at all. Anyway, the inner temple is just ahead, right? So let's go and check it out. Ugh, why isn't there another way across? What's this phone here? I basically told Phoenix take a long walk off a short pier. Is this the same bridge from Case 4? Yes, it is. Maya was dropped in her head as a child. Oh, the vase fell on it. That's how it broke. I can't believe there's a public phone. Who would ever use this? The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter for them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya! Because obviously the joke is they could have just put the phone near the main hall. Which I'm inclined to agree with. But that's, of course, going to be important for a case later. The hell? Oh. Oh, well, like scarves, and some of them are covered up. That's cute. An incinerator that no doubt means something's going to get burned and the snow around it's going to be melted away because it's Phoenix Wright. Whoa, that bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. And at least half the wood on the rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Nick is not doing okay. You drop a... Shut up! It's turned from me breaking it to assaulting a child with it. Come on, man. Think that might be a little far. Who's texting me? It's a news update on Nintendo. I know them. You have no proof. Exactly. Hey, don't forget, everyone. Tomorrow is the Wii U and 3DS online services. Oh, so if I hook my Wii U up to the internet, I actually could have seen some message bottles in Wind Waker. Huh. I never did because I didn't want to update the damn thing, but surprise, surprise. Not to mention the last powder had only like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. Looks like it could collapse in any minute. If I gave a shit about Nintendo, I'd be real excited. What, that services are going offline? Somehow I think people aren't thrilled about that. I guess people don't use this too often. Is this really where you go to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out at you or something. A spirit medium afraid of ghosts. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? You get that song, Maya? Get that a reference you get? You hip with the kids, Maya? Oh wow, look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. Maya! But there's so many. They would notice if we took just one. Are you kidding? Of course they'd notice! What are you gonna do with one of those anyway? Put it in the office, of course. We can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. We have a wooden statue. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? What's the wooden statue in the reception office? I don't actually know. What is it? There's a giant robot buried in the snow! Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Oh, you gotta admit it looks like a robot. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets much use. It's looking pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think the giant robo-incinerator can walk? I told you! It's not a robot! And it's not especially big, either. Ah, you have no imagination. That'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. A fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace? Who'd ever pay to see that? Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate Alliance featuring Phoenix Wright and Tron from Mega Man. It's really all I could think of for the giant robot. I could have gone with, I think, Galactus? Or, he's not a robot. There's a giant robot in that game that isn't just Tron. Oh well. That was who I immediately thought of. So that's the Inner Temple. Also She-Hulk, who is a lawyer, so, you know. Looks kind of run down. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. So you're training here then tonight, huh? Yep. Then everyone will see my spiritual powers. You hungry, Maya? Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. Wonder if that roast is ready yet. It's quite a long case to take us 3 streams. Jesus. Well, that sounds about right for me. Hey, a half-open gate. That's practically a welcome mat. This is why you keep getting accused of crimes, Maya. Yeah, except for the sign here that says, no entry! Nick. Rules are made to be broken, you know. You expect a lawyer to go along with that. Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you've got me scared. Well, let's just forget about it, okay? I assume I can move. Yeah. Woof! This place is grim looking. Why is it a prison cell in here? Man, look at this place. This is a tiny, freezing cold room. This is where you'll be both training. You'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean both? I'm the only one. Really? I thought, probably she's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be beyond that door over there. Yep. Definitely getting the feeling it's back there. I must feel right at home in a jail cell. My wife, my incredibly funny wife. Thank you, thank you. She'll be here all week. Except on the day she's at work. I think Maya has her own personal jail cell. Wow, Penguin as well. 2 funny women in my chat, unheard of. Oh, and then there's Arg. Way to break the chain, Arg. Maya, that's why you've been arrested and kidnapped 1 billion times now. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. Whore! I mean, hey, what's up? You, you like bridges? You ever been to school? Cold Killer X mean anything to you, or... Doug Swallow ringing any bells? This guy right here, Phoenix Wright. You might not recognize me without my excellent sweater. Ahem. Obviously, this should be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Excuse me, bud, who are you? You're... Hi there. We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. No, it's nothing. I wonder why she spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Also, what's this game in animal-themed names? It's a motif. I mean, there you go. It's a motif. Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some chores to attend to. Will Cody finish the story tonight? I don't know, man. He's reading Crime and Punishment. It's a long one. She sure is beautiful. A bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... Yeah, so about this fucking jail cell here. Needs reinforcements with who? I told you, Doink the Clown! He and the Dudley boys are gonna show up. Carried in by the Rose Bowl. Watch the Miz come storming out and save him. The actual training area must be on the other side of this door. I wonder what it's like. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. You've been kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Zvari! I know what it is. Iris. Ha! Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. Kissing. Wow. Maya, read the room. A hanging scroll. Doesn't look that old either. Ah! Ah! What is it? Why'd you scream like that? This scroll. It's my mother. Your mom's a scroll? Talk about having a flat chest. Ha ha! No, I'm sorry. I understand. It's the woman on the scroll. Ahem. Our truth. Yeah, why not? Sure. Maya missed a memo, which isn't surprising given her inability to read. It's true. What? Yo, for free? It's Misty Fey, master of Curane's School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes. The crest at the top of the scroll. It's a special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what the mark means. You think they'd get you like a discount for being the daughter of the master of the technique or something, you know? What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face. Yikes. Maya. Well then. Well then. Look at this antique dresser. Wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Just stealing shit from a temple. Nothing new. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh, about Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick. Nothing about the tea set. All right. Back we go, I guess. Yep. Something here. Rain. Oh, that's a shame. Whew! Managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling all right? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey, you! Wait up! You think he's yelling at us? He must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Fuck off. Fuck off. What do you mean, question mark? Hey, I know you. You're... whoa! Sorry! Gotta run! You want to do a 5K? I hiked a 5K once. This fool. Hey, wait a minute! Why does he have bows on his shoulders? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Laurie Stooksnim. Liar! You're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up! I'm Laurie's. And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's trying to be someone else. Larry, I recognize your damn theme song. Yes, stupid son of a bitch. That's supposed to be a smock tied at the shoulder. Oh, okay. You're supposed to tie those at the back, but whatever. What are you doing with the last name Duke's Nim? Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time. The masked mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it. The Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean... A Magic Bottle by Miss Alix Stokes-Nim, the picture book for children. It's so beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of the Magic Bottle. Wow. Larry, you would make a great book salesman. I really want to get this book now, too. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see, here's a photo I took of her in okay. She's looking right at the camera. What do you mean? Wow, that's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, do you? It's okay. I just happen to have made extra prints. It's just taken by her pupil. Yeah, she's looking right at the camera. How is this in secret? It looks like a promotional photo. You got a castle behind her, for God's sakes. This is just a promotional photo. She's got her book and everything. Ay. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So tell the truth. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Based. Wow, fucking cringe, Larry, cringe on this guy. Unbelievable. Hey, it's April. He can say that now. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. No, it's not. My emote artist, Noki, great technical skill, not a pure heart. Full degenerate, that woman. And that's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Huh. Now that you mention it, I wonder. Lock him! Looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began. Correct me if I'm wrong, Noki. Oh, Larry, it sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Alix Deuce Nim. No! You're wrong! It's not her. It's the other girl. Bikini. Got it. Other girl? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Larry, by the way, I'm a lawyer. I don't know if you've heard. I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything. Doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Picky. Jesus Christ, Larry. It's my lawyer's badge. What do you mean? Obviously you mean her. She seems really motherly, doesn't she? What do you mean, seems motherly? She... What? What? She is my mother. She's your what? I'm gonna have to take a pass on answering that one. Wait a second. Why is it getting off so easy this time? What the fuck do you mean? Fucking explain yourself, Larry. How? Well, he's 25 and she's 48, so the age works. Yo, is Bikini his mom? That would be very funny if true. Oh yeah, her. My little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. Exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically. But Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. This guy will never change. Everyone. Everyone. Hey, Pearly. Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm gonna go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. Was she still there? I also want to have a look at where Mr. Maya is gonna be training. She just takes a running leap and jumps the entire gap. No bridge needed. We're having dinner. Apparently we had dinner, excuse me. Slap him! Boy, am I stuffed. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mr. Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. Well. Let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. See you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing tonight. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. Pearl's absolutely smitten with Miss Doonim. Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, I forgot you were here. So, Larry, what are you gonna do, huh? Just us tonight. Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. I totally hear you there. Miss Elise, for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. It's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. And what about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm going to go wash the dishes to help clean up. I'll go... This is a weird book. Gravely roasting something. Ahem. I'll go visit when you're done. When I'm done, you... I'll see you later. Well, not much to do except head to my room and handle out other covers, I guess. They got, like, TV here, or somewhere to plug in my phone. Ugh. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom be just a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? It's gotta be Pearl or someone who works here. Ah! Oh, yeah, it's Elise. Oh, Miss Dunim. Are you going to use the bathroom too? No. But have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Huh. Eh. Miss Elise Dunim, a woman in mysterious in origin as her last name. But the really mysterious one is... I thought it was going to be Larry. Oh. Ah, Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. On your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I get to pee on her! I mean, I should talk to her. Maybe get some answers. Did you know I'm a lawyer? Instead of showing her things, I really need you to... Okay. Just who is that masked man? Someone's gonna acknowledge my damn badge. I tell you. Your sister Iris, right? Why are you blushing? You know who you are. Yes. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. Liar! Your badge means nothing. Liar! It means everything. It's all I've got to my name. It's me and Charlie and the badge versus the world. Ah! So you never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Yeah, about that. Is she Larry's mom, do you know? Or, like, what's the deal there? The crazy lady. Ah, I see. But didn't you go to college? And maybe enroll at Ivy University literature department, or Iliad, as the kids called it. Wait, why was that mean? Crazy lady. It didn't like the term crazy lady. No, I never had any interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I'll make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone, too. It's not exactly something worth bragging about. But I don't see any Cyclops. So I guess that means she's not lying. Please don't stare at me like that. What kind of place is this, anyway? I heard it's for training to increase spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to a normal person like you. Well, I have to admit, it's a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help, anyway? I hate it. Really? Feel like you're in the wrong line of work, then. So then why stay in a place like this? Ah. Is something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 now, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's all right with you, would you like to have this? But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. Shouldn't we all be wearing one? I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute. Sister Iris? Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said, Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I've never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I... Have we ever met before? Oh, damn. Iris. 5? I'm worth 5 Cyclops to you. It's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. Stare harder at her. Lights out, everyone. Time for bed. My hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll try and talk with her again tomorrow. A tasty beverage will help wake me up. Ahem. Excuse me. I'll have to try and talk with her again tomorrow. Ah! What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard. Oh, great. Just great. That scream! I'm sure it came from around here. Ah! Someone's there, on the ground. Miss Doonim! Squish. I just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What are you doing laying there in the snow? I was passed out. What do you think? So blood-curdling scream was you. Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we get reception up in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you. I didn't bring it with me. Oh, you're useless. Even Iris has a cell phone. We got no choice. Have to use the public phone at Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will. Iris will. It's farther than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to tell Maya what happened too. Ah! Oh, shit. Dusky Bridge! It's burning down! What the heck happened? Larry, what did you do? What are you doing here? Ah! Huh, what is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Laurice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to their temple. Don't be stupid. Our bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakar Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But... Please call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Well... Ah! Nick! Well, this is not a good scene. Weakened by even more than fire, the old rickety bridge's plank snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final, terrified scream rose up from the pierce of the frozen air of that harrowing night. It's probably Larry. Nathan, you're on bed. Well, shit. That's quite the situation we find ourselves in. Alright, so... how do I hear all of Larry's... apparently... Oh, if I presented my attorney's badge to Larry... Oh, I had to do that? I was doing it as a bit. Anyway, or that might be for Edgeworth. Because Edgeworth has to talk with Larry. Right, I'll just follow this guide to make sure I get the achievement. Ahem. Anyway. for hearing all of Larry's stories. Who could that be at this time of night? Oh, it's... Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy! Get up! It's an emergency! Call the cops, you idiot! Huh? Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Laurice. Laurice Dunim. Duke's Nim. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking! His life's in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may be already dead. Anyway, you gotta come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. Wait, he has his phone number? Of course he does, they're best friends. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! It's been 1 year since I left that country. Wow. Oh, he's in Canada, that makes sense. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. We should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nickis, Maya, and Iris, Bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. Ahem. The murder victim was a picture book author, Miss Elise Dunim. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Damn. 2 days after falling, what was it, like 40 feet into icy February water? That's a quick recovery, actually. Yeah, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. I've played Kingdom Hearts, Wright. I know it's a key. And the other. He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is. Could he? I'm begging you. Trial starts tomorrow. I've still got all the shit. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. There's literally no other defense attorney in this entire universe until the next, 3 games. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. You do understand what I'm saying. A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I'm graduating from junior high. You know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I heard a paper badge. Had no problem fooling an entire court before. Well, how could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Listen, without Lana Skye or you or Francesca, it's just the judge in charge, and that's a whole mess, all right? They got Jacques Sportsman running around handling things, Winston Payne, fucking Godot, who's never won a case in his entire life and is kind of a douche. No one's really good anymore in the prosecutor's office. You got me? He's a defendant, or defender, excuse me. Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Don't I know you? Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Laurice said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron! How could you say something like that? Finally, I'm playing a protagonist who's smart and has a deep voice. He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught something of a nasty cold. Yeah, borderline hypothermia, I'd wager. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Yeah, it sounds like hypothermia. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. I'm a lawyer now. Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to Wright. Judge were smart. He slipped up too. Right, but like... only in court. He is still generally a much more intelligent individual. Really? Yo, if fucking the French chef came to Edgeworth and said I had a giant mirror, Edgeworth would shoot that man. He'd be like, why am I only hearing about this now, you imbecile? Right, this is ridiculous. Shut this down immediately. Would be how he handles that mirror. Yes, I'm still harping on it because it was so fucking stupid. I'm actually a prosecutor. Oh, then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned to your lapel? Well, you see, I borrowed it. Alright. So what am I doing here? Obviously, I'm talking to her. Whoops. Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazagura Temple. Hazagura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. Alright, I'm not going to unpack that. Sounds like a whole lot of not my business. I wanted to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to a story, I know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. Or maybe, I can fucking leave it there, I guess. You were asked to go into the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you frightened of? What the fuck am I looking at? What the hell is this? What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. These psycho locks. Psycho! I believe he said I need to present this Magatama item to do something. Well then. Any idea? So, do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. I believe in real things like chess and steel samurai shows. I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain the thing that killed the victim was human. Well, it was a sword, but okay. Please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunim? No. I am not the one who took her life. Those psycholock things aren't appearing. Boy, that was easy. I wonder if Wright just does that every time so he knows who's telling the truth. Should probably ask him about that. I suppose that means I can believe she's not lying. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth. Then I will gladly entrust my fate in your capable hands. But before you do that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came about our conversations, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. Maybe even lover? I'm sorry. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? Deceiver! Slaps her through the window. I heard he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if I never saw him again. I want him to forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Largely due to the cold, but I mean also that. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. Well, all right then. That's enough information gathering for now. I should get to the crime scene. If it would be possible for Pearl to channel Maya long enough for her to stand as a lawyer and face trial. Mia long enough. That'd be interesting. Where is Pearl anyway in all this, I wonder? Also, who's the... Yeah, I wonder where Pearl is in all this. Watch this be the one case where Larry is actually guilty. It sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, Gummy! Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year. Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. And there's a sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigations. Gumshoe, indeed. Like the gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report the details of the crime scenes, Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I had thought Prosecutor Godot was going to be here before me. The guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of this man. He sounds like some sort of arrogant loser who loses every case and would defend an insane claim about a mirror that's so provably wrong. Anyway, talk with Gumshoe. I just got back to the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I miss that biting sarcasm of yours, But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. As witness, it saw the whole thing. No witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. I mean, if someone said there was a bikini lady up here, I would also be intrigued. Just because, like, what are you doing up here in a bikini? So, this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right, sir? Or was that weep? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. It'd be fun to see Larry be actually guilty for a change. Surprised he hasn't been arrested already with his luck and all. Oh, give it time. They'll be like, well, since it couldn't have been Iris, it must have been Larry Butts. Or, you know, Maurice Dunim. We can't get over there without the bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the inner temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no. Her again. Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the inner temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? So how did the bridge burn down anyway? Almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Oh, I seem to recall Godot telling people Edgeworth says he's the fucking best and super cool. Sounds like Godot's a fucking liar on top of a douche and an idiot. And a sexist, but, you know, there's less on that. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete Wookiee, but no one can say a bad word about him. Unless you, you know, actually listen to people, or examine anything about Godot. Or, you know, take even 1 second to observe his track record. What kind of man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's terrible. Really, really bad. If he's terrible, how is that I've never heard of him? Now, surely, I subscribe to Prosecutor Weekly. I would hear about the terrible ones, surely. Is he the lead prosecutor in this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix White, of course. Nathan, you're unbent. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. White. Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. I mean, have you seen that thing? None of this is making any sense. I better look at this Godot myself. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke lightning incident. Yep, showed up last night for the first time. It snowed last night for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Alright then. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. Even has the exact time the lightning struck the bridge. Huh. Eagle Mountain, snow, occasional lightning strikes. 7 to approximately 10:50, lightning 10 to approximately 11. Lightning struck the bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Oh, we got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who is this witness? Sorry, I have to ask one of the local cops later. Very cool of you. To the main gate. You son of a bitch. Someone used the snowmobile. It doesn't have snow on it, even though it just snowed. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. As I disappear. Chair, cover for me. Anyway. Sorry, trying to wake myself up on top of everything else here. Ahem. Asgard Temple, February 8th. Yo, Edgy! What took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. Any country that has laureled butts in it. A mistake to exist in. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking requests to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor. That's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Wait, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Humph! Dude! Edgy! I don't see it for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did. I just know it. Okay! So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Alright, so... Very important that I talk to Larry about everything here to hear all his dumb childhood stories. Murder probably happened during the 30 minutes. Of lightning or the fire? Well, no, because this would be the weather data, yeah. Lightning was approximately 10 to 11. 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. But the crime photo, if we have it, that's just her. We don't have the autopsy report either. We found her before we went to the bridge. I guess could have happened after the fire started. Maybe. We'll see. First things first, my badge. Haha! Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you've got a chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you've got to do it. You gotta save my little Iris. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Alright, now we talk to Larry. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has made me highly concerned. Could it be the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time you said that. It's just that Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things to change too much. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, when you were... Where were you and what were you doing in the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost! Go back to your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep! And I hope your plane crashes and you die! I'll ask one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? God damn it. As I suspected, psycho locks. Sorry, man. You know me? I just don't remember. My short-term memory's a wreck, dude. I could also show him, Oh, what was it? I guess I already showed him my badge. Alright, never mind then. Move to the main hall? Yes, the main hall. These voices. I don't know, it's making me crazy tired. Killing me. Hey, hello there. How are you feeling? All right, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you found her. Now what can I do for you? Where's Nick? He's in the hospital. I'm sorry, I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. We already visited him. Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? It's exactly why your salary keeps getting cut. My stomach's already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. I'm dying. I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm that tired. I'm just yawning constantly. Anyway. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here in training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 o'clock when she came in here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. Hold on, I'm sending a message real quick. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. It does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for your flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a different reason. Oh, you get twills pretty easily, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright. Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. Oh, shit. Huh. That, you know, I gotta be honest. Looks pretty guilty. Thank you, my wife, for the energy drink. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? Oh, Snathian and Band. I don't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. Good luck in the battle royale. May the best battler win in a sort of royale-ass victory. You must have been shocked for quite some time. Oh, of course she was. Why putting yourself in her shoes? It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. White smack in the middle of the courtroom, and I happen to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. It sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing so much as foul acts seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. It's down to Penguin and Nathan. Will Nathan's unbanning be all the juice he needed to seize victory? I don't know what she means by that. And Nathan killed Penguin. Rigged, I tell you. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the Acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. And got 6 health packs. Rigged? Yeah, absolutely rigged. You can ask Nathan, he rigged it. I know I may look strong, but the truth is I got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was this morning? My back had felt stiff as a frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to match my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. Now there's nothing left here for you. So you left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she rang the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this nun actually see Iris there? I better try getting more details, like this acolyte. Sorry. I'm just arranging my legs. So who is this masked man? And who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say, after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. The acolytes, there you go. Special course. This training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 3,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of this. Do you know the small girl? I believe it's Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister? Wait a minute, I'm an edge man? Sure, why not? The APA. Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya Fey's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we finished with dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her at all since last night. Pretty suspicious, there, Pearls. What's your alibi, small child who obviously couldn't kill a grown woman? I'm waiting. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. Little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. What are you hiding over there? What's that white page of paper sticking out from the stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking it for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Hey, here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Eek! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself, then. God, I don't know what it is. I slept last night. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. I'm going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Nice going there. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Rude. So rude, Edgeworth. Courtyard. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than moving the body, we left everything else untouched. Thank you, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought it'd be better to ask so, just to be sure. Are you really not going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. Even given her word and body is... Now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't weak prosecutors' whole investigation. Don't worry about that, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you that. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years, Detective? Unbelievable. Anyway. Did you know I'm a lawyer? Is it really that odd? You bet! A prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. That's like a detective with a license to kill. Damn ominous meetings. Alright. Death by sword? Yeah. The victim is famous picture book author Miss Lee Dunim. Her entire past up until she won a wedding award last year is a total mystery. Maybe if I snacked on something, I wouldn't be so fucking tired. I don't know what's killing me. But I'm just falling asleep in my chair over here. Hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death for the victim was between 10 and 11 on February 7th. Cause of death, blood loss resulting from a stab wound. He was stabbed to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered in bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from some height of a 2-story building. A 2-story building? Now, we've got the same height as the womb in front of us, correct? Hey, that was Edgeworth. Hey, you're white. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. Just happened to be the womb Ali was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword. The body fell 10 feet after death. Interesting. Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can't summarize what we've learned so far. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. I wanted to just be drawn by Gumshoe, like in hand with crayon. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun. Right after they finished dinner, she and Maya Fey landed at the inner temple, or headed to the inner temple. At 10 p.m., after winging the lights for Bell out, Iris went to the inner temple. Well, no, she didn't. We know she didn't. I believe she said as much. She did not. Or, you know, I might have to psych-lock her. Who knows? When she got there, Bikini was there to take over while she went back to Hazakor Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Oh, so they do have hot baths here. Sister Bikini witnessed a murder in the courtyard. Want more details? You should ask Bikini yourself in the main hall. The inner temple. I'd like some more information about that place. The trial begins tomorrow. Who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's the Godak guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. What if the rumors are true? Maybe since Mr. White caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear conscious of role and defense attorney. However, I would become quite unhappy if if it came to it that I was actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about, sir. And the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. Hydrate, you got it. Energy drink. Coffee? If coffee magically appeared in front of me, I would gladly drink it down. That's why I requested another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Oh, is it going to be the Canadian judge? Hey, instead of Andrew Royan voice for the judge, how about I give him a Stone Cold Steve Austin voice? Which to me is very Yosemite Sam. Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, Is there anything else on the other side of the bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, nothing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. The only thing there, temple. I hear it's some kind of place a person can survive in. Please be alright, Maya. After Gumshoe, Yep, that's that. Nice chat. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of psycho locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. To the... where is it? Oh, wait, what? To main gate, yeah. To suspension bridge. To detention center. Jesus. Looks like I was being interrogated right now. This place certainly brings back memories. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you got thrown in here once too, didn't you, sir? But you know what? I've never been in jail a single time. I think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless. Yes, well, if you're in jail, don't you have to pay for your own you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Don't get any funny ideas, detective. Wait, already did. He just stabs the judge. Send me to jail where the free food is. In any case, I'll come back later. Okay. Oh, I see. I wasn't done in the courtyard. Yes, one must examine such things, eh? So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. It sure is. It's called a Shinshito. Shinshito, by the way. Nasty piece of work. There's still blood on it. I suppose it's the victim's blood. Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, those are my fingerprints after I... all over the hilt of the Shido 2. Fingerprints? Naturally, they matched the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Fingerprints on the murder weapon! What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. This is how it is for Wright. This is what it's like to be a defense attorney. Yeah, I figure it doesn't really feel good. To be honest, it feels more like detrimental to your health. I need a young woman sidekick that reminds me life's worth living and destroys everything I have, dear. Whoa! Look at that ladder. Oh. I jumped a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of posse of the words. What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to victim Mr. Lee Dunim. There's nothing strange magical about it. Oh, yeah. Listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about it. All right. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it. That's what you wanted to tell me. That's right. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. God damn it, Gumshoe. Alright then. Now we move to... I just went back. Back to the bridge. And move to detention center. I'm sure yours are right, just not the type you want to be. Well. So what you're saying is, Arg, the man is magic. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that I... Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. Now then, spill your guts, you whore! Part thing doesn't help is I think this chair. I'm over gaming chairs. I'm like, not the way it is. I need something that feels good on my butt. But fuck, man, I am just... As soon as I started streaming, it was like... Since I have been handed this case, it's my duty to get all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. A smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I've committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true you didn't go to the Intertemple last night? You're into gaming chairs? This is a gaming chair. I mean, I got gaming chairs the same time everyone else got a gaming chair, but I think now people are over it because, A, these things fall apart fairly quickly. The arm is, like, peeling and breaking apart, the leather there, the padding on my arm. And, yeah, B, it's just not comfortable on the ass, dude. It's like... I want a nice big cushion I'm sitting on, not this kind of thin cushion. And I feel like a lot of people have come around on that. It was a fad. I bought into it. Probably shouldn't have. My next chair is definitely not that, but I gotta buy a couch first for my new place. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, what is it that frightened you so much you couldn't even leave your own room? Was it this blackmail note? They didn't look comfortable? No, but they do. I'm a very tall man. I'm 6'6", and these have a high back. So whenever I, like, leaned back in the chair, I was at least, you know, my back and shoulders were where they needed to be. But at this point, I'm getting to where I value the comfort of my butt more than I value the lean back ability. I found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you. Gaming chairs aren't comfy or ergonomic. No, but again, they at least go high up. That's... Well, Iris, why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was the evidence or the power that the glare... Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Definitely the glare. But, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I thought the letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it who it would cause any grief. I wonder about that. Speaking is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have had anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet, but, however, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want your secret told to. Larry Butts! Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ah, you mean something to Wright, it seems, and I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well, which is why you don't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secrets. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. That was easy. Relatively. Alright. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? Small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, More like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near, ever. Where is it on this map? Oh. It's around here. To go here, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. Reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross the bridge. Or cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't want to think about going. So this is the secret you had locked away in your heart? Yes. Looks as though I may want to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of my own blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room that night. Yes, that's exactly right. Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you I will win. I'm even going to win it so you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. When I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Just because I know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea about who I am. Interesting. I just finished speaking with the head of the nun at Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Lee Dunim with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with her last, you claimed you'd never been to the Inner Temple, and yet Sister Bikini says she met you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Interesting. Fucking goddamn it, Larry. What the hell is this? Larry, you son of a bitch. Did he write the blackmail note? Larry, oh my... Larry, I swear to God. I swan to John, Larry. Oh, Larry. I mean, he did a good job drawing them, to be fair, but... Ay. Sorry, taking it all in. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Larry ain't smart enough to blackmail anyone. Well, then how did he know she would be at Heavenly Hall? Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. I'm gonna take a shit. Yep. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next time, it's gonna be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said. I got an objection. Wow, what the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Come show you oaf. Sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my finger. You watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Fucking Larry Butts and his goddamn theme music. Okay, Larry, what the fuck's going on here? Examine the flags. Oh, wow. That's all I need to do for childhood friends. Show them my badge and examine the flags. That's horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. What's with the festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of an art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad, he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really, I never would have expected— Be quiet already! I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy, nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's exactly why I hate childhood friends! There it is. There it is. Hit on her as usual. Oh, yeah. I like the idea that he was so bad at making cranes, he dedicated time and energy to, learning how to make a perfect quarter-inch crane. Oh, that was my computer informing me I just got an achievement called I Hate Childhood Friends. What's the art on that one look like, I wonder? Achievements. Yeah, bridge, clear the case, get every ladder versus step ladder, and clear them all. Okay. Yep, well, background set. Okay. Hey, guys, it's the new background. I was hoping to get a bigger shot of the picture there. Ah, well. My new background, let's see it real quick. Beautiful. Ah, Larry. A role model for the ages. Maurice Dunim. Anyway. The straw roof is totally covered in freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always liked the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. That place has been to heaven because that thing is hell. You would know well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Mr. White would have been in some serious trouble. You right about that? Oh, I just said that, my bad. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. Larry, a word about why you're an idiot. What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, but it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds like my apartment there, pal. Aw. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! And anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. You should ask your mother for approval. Speaking of, I should present that again. But what, Gumshoe? Pretty sure him falling a bridge and ending up hospitalized is serious enough trouble? It's true. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked the girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eye. She's got a, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagine I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be very shocked indeed. Yeah, that's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If you really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him out into the witness stand. God, I don't want to know the answer to that. I don't know that look. Yeah, that's a really specific look. I want him to carry me over the threshold. A classic wedding tradition that I'm not entirely sure Iris wants. She has a I wish this man would stop talking to me sort of vibe to her. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with the glows, scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Now, for God's sakes. 3! Son of a bitch. Yeah, but let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice hot cup of water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? Alright, Larry. Right, Larry, it's either a look of pity or a get away, you creep, before I call the cops. Or disgust. You forgot disgust, Arg. I guess that could be wrapped up in get away before I call the cops. Night of the crime! Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa! You're really upset, aren't you, Edgeworth? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. And around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! A world went white in front of me. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend Naomi. And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, what are you giving me the evil eye for? I'm telling the truth. There are 3 Cyclops remaining. That means you're still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you suddenly saw what happened? What? Whoa, where you say? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, in the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? Whoa, what do you mean, there? It's possible for you to have seen lightning strike a Dusky Bridge from your room. The map, right? Yeah, it's quite far away, and there's, like, hills and shit, so... This is a map of the area. Take a look at the vicinity of Harozakor Temple. What am I looking for? I think it should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Feel like talking now? How about what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. Fucking Larry. You leave me no choice. I have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? Yeah, you know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry and why was he there? I've read up on the situation. If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer's fairly obvious. Very well, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning strike at Dusky Bridge was, I'm gonna say Heavenly Hall. Because I think the idiot set up a shrine of love after he fake blackmailed Iris. Place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging around at this old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity, and I could fall apart at any moment. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. The ones you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me. What were you doing in this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call, fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh, no! You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Profiles. Yeah. There's only one person you wait for in a horrible place like this, Edworth. Larry. I told you before. Don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilling glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Here's your evidence. Go to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what is it with this top of this letter? It says salutation here. Does it really? Hold on. Salutation here. It does. What the I missed that. Why would he write that? Why would he possibly write, hello there, salutations. There is something I must talk to you about. That's what it said in the book letter writing for dumb. You fucking idiot. God damn you. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's why you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Ah, I'm so sorry. He wrote salutation here. It probably would have just been better to say Iris. Fucking. Hold on. Let me present her real quick. Oh, I can't present. Oh, wait, hold on. Present. There we go. I'm just no good with people like her. She reminds me too much of my mother. May I speak now? Huh? Sure. I don't care how you feel about her personally. Just tell me what you know about her and how she's related to the case. Don't you think you're expecting a little much of me? I'm just a 25-year-old jobless bum trying to be an apprentice artist. There you go, Arg. Screen cap that for all your Larry Butts needed affairs and business dealings. I'm actually starting to feel jealous of this guy. Just a little. Is it because ignorance is bliss? I'm assuming. Anyway. Yeah, so not his mom, just reminds him of his mom, I guess. Interesting. So you were here at Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgeworth. Sorry it doesn't cut it, you scumbag, threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What's threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare us by threatening to expose a secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Even Gumshoe is... I love that Gumshoe, even next to Larry, is, like, competent and, well, like, good at his job. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burns so hotly, it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh? Then what is with the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Gumshoe? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. If he were to fall off this bridge right now, would you have seen it happen? No, I would not, sir. Grab his ankles then. No, Edgy, please! Edgeworth's about to have a stroke. Yeah, a stroke of good luck as Butts accidentally falls into the river. Gumshoe, what we've done here today is beyond forgivable. It is, sir. We will never speak of it again. Yes, sir, to our graves. Right, we formed a bond stronger than any brotherhood with this act we've committed, and yet it had to be done. I agree, sir. I agree. Obviously she wouldn't want old lady Bikini knowing about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. You guys ever describe your love affairs as hot and sour? Is that what you want your love to be? Eligible bachelors and bachelorettes in the chat. Isn't what you want as you rest at night dreaming of a significant other someone who's hot and sour with you? All right. Then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why was you, Quo, so quick to apologize, pal? It's because that tree gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about. I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. But I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Fuck off. Fuck off. I hate you. Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. Flashback. He's right. Larry. What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What is this what? Something incredible you saw last night. You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. Ezra's gonna get arrested for murder, and this time he'll actually be guilty. No, he and Gumshoe didn't see anything. Oh, what's that? Larry found dead at the river. I must have been up at the bridge and slipped. A lot of snow and ice, don't you think, Gumshoe? Oh, yeah. Very slippery up there. In fact, I distinctly remember hearing a guy go, ah! Sploosh. We went to investigate but found nothing. I thought it might have been a bird at the time. Ah, yes, I remember that too. What a shame. He and I were miles away at the, we were getting a burger together as friends. Ah, yes, I remember it. He bought me lunch that day. I'll never forget it. If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have found all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Ah! Ah! Oh, for God's sakes, Larry. Come on! 5 of them? No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you going to get me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him into the witness stand. To be continued. Ay, ay, ay. Poor Edgeworth. February 9th. Ah. Oh my. Mr. Lurries feels that way about me. Apparently. He isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed! I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Worry not. In any case, whatever it is he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Elise is the witness today? No, I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini. She claims to have seen the very instance in which you carried out the crime. I just want to talk to you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunim, correct? That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well then. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed... Don't worry, I've made necessary arrangements. I see. Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. Mr. Edgeworth, I simply ask you watch and describe for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. 10 a.m. Yep, there he is. I will not be doing Andrew Ryan for him, but I will do, just for Jeppo, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Or at least, my interpretation of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ahem. Court is now... it's definitely now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. It's a terrible Stone Cold Steve Austin, but I also don't care. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. Having think about the three, Larry's the odd one out, both in terms of personality and career choice. Oh, for Edgeworth, Phoenix, and Larry? Well, they all went to school together, and that's really the only reason they're friends. But yeah, that's... Larry's definitely the odd one out. Not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean the prosecution has no confidence in their abilities to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it has a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. Ah, well, this is easy. Court finds the defendant. Oh, God. I'm so happy to see you, but also so sad. Oh, hi, Franzi. Francesca von Karma, you beautiful bitch. I'm so happy you're here. The two better defense attorneys in the first 3 games. How so? Oh, well, I mean, she's actually going to be a challenge, unlike Godot, who chats a bunch of shit, does nothing, and then is easily defeated. She's like a legitimately imposing character. Oh, I'm sorry, chats a bunch of shit, drinks coffee, does nothing, and is easily defeated. The prosecution stands ready. Like, think about all the times I've investigated a crime scene. I've seen him once at a fucking cafe where he told me, yeah, the coffee's not great, and he went home. People have to be a licensed attorney or defend somebody in court. I know sometimes people try and defend themselves, although it usually goes terribly. You have the right to defend yourself. A random person can't defend you, but you do, as a constitutional right, have the option of defending yourself. That is one of your rights. It is strongly encouraged you don't do that, because the layman who gets arrested and put on the stands doesn't know how to be a lawyer, and there are nuances to questioning and preparation that simply you either get wrong or don't know how to do, and the case you make to protect yourself is terrible. So, yeah. That's why public defenders are provided to you. Random people cannot just represent you. A licensed attorney, I think... Special permissions need to be put into place, but I don't think there is a particular reason a prosecutor or defendant couldn't swap roles for, like, one trial. For whatever reason. Like, if you had if you had a friend who was a lawyer and he was generally a prosecutor, if you requested him to help you and he knew you needed a defense attorney, he is allowed to come in and help you as a defense attorney, for example. And you are... Francesca von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be any relation to the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. It's not Steve Austin at all, by the way, it's just Texan. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in for today as the purpose of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? Oh, you know who I am? I'm fucking Jean Besson from Sly 2. That's who I'm turning into. By the way, Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I once met. I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. All right. Shut up, you. You can defend yourself, but every single attorney... I told you, there is no such weakling! Didn't realize she would interrupt him. It's a horrible idea. The facts do seem to support that, but yes, as Token said, not just any rundown schmuck can defend you. It's either you or a licensed attorney. Yeah. What is that, a whip? I do not care for such things in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip at... Oh, you... I have no objection to the whip, and I think for your sake it'd be best if you just let her have it. You don't? Prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth, and that is what I stand to prove here today. Ah, he's got the badge on his lapel. Hell yeah, great detail. They updated his sprite just a little bit for it. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. Were you not briefed on the... Okay. But looking at you now... Is Frenzy waifu material? I like Francesca, don't get me wrong. One of the best Ace Attorney girls, if not the best. But, like, a lot of people I see or follow on Tumblr like shipping her with Maya in particular. I just don't see her as a romantic type with anyone. She doesn't strike me as ship material. So, not really waifu material, because I don't see her in a romantic or waifu light in any way, shape, or form. She's all business, that one. Meaning, this is what I've been waiting for all this time. That being said, she absolutely goes to girls' night and is just like the group mom. All the girls are out having a wild party, great time. Some schmuck, by which I mean Larry, comes over to hit on them, whip to the face. Absolutely destroyed before he gets within 100 feet of them. That's how I see Francesca. Judge for your own safety, just let her keep the whip. Ahem. Maybe this is what I've been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingertips. I see you brought your flair for the historic. Oh, wait, histrionic, excuse me. Allow me to add to things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Why? The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of the case, with as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is this famed picture book author, Miss Lee Dunim. Ugh. Grisly. Her body was found in Saharakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso with a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The statue's still holding it, I can't help but notice, which is... I don't know how they did that. Did they, like... put it in the hand, like, shunk, and then put her under the bot? Like, what happened? Did they, like, manage to maneuver it into the fingers? What happened? How did that work? She's under a sword being gripped down by a statue. I don't... Unless the hand can rotate, even then, I don't know how that happened. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? I saw a great fan-made clip of Ace Attorney where they were doing a mock trial, or Phoenix served as the prosecutor, Edgeworth as the defense, Francesca as the defendant, and Gumshoe as the judge. In the clip, Phoenix is scary good at prosecuting. Francesca gets found guilty of murder. They got that slightly wrong. Franny absolutely needs to be the judge and is just whipping the defendants. And Gumshoe, of course, is found guilty of murder. Even though the case against him was disproven, Francesca just doesn't like him and finds him guilty of murder. Very well. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. I'm so used to it. It's so burned into my mind. Ahem. Very well. This court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There's no mistakes. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there's a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Haven't had this joke since Cody from the first game. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on here. I'm not so sure about not being it. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby. Oh no! If you know, you know. For our back pain-plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Defendant's milk, it continues. What is with that joke? Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me. Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name's Bikini. You got it, Bikini. Nice to meet you, everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Arr! The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. All right, well. Peace. Ahem. As pointed out, him being a silly drama queen aside, Phoenix is genuinely good attorney. Like, so far, the only case he lost, at least that we know of, is the one where Maya was kidnapped and Phoenix lost on. Because he was close. Because he chose losing that case, not because it was unwinnable. True. Maya's life was in danger were he to not step in and actively throw the case. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in, Twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in the summer. In any case, witness, I hear you saw the crime take place the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say, then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? Tell us about your own movements. Tell us about your own movements that night, eh? That night, I was helping an acolyte with the training in the inner temple, but, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the Hazakura temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, I was just heading back, and that's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence you found yourself returned to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. But if my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony is that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Mouse Edgeworth? Yeah, like, Godot would never. Look at her. She's like, all right, clearly there's an issue. Prosecutor Edgeworth, if you please. Godot would be like, yup, makes sense. Judge, find that man guilty and put the hammer to his balls. Because, you know, he's a douche. Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. All right. You know, the drill, press everything. What is this internet temple? Well, see, conversing with spirits is what we train people to do, right? Like the clip you're referring to in Discord? Okay. We'll be the ones asking the questions, madam. In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across a dusky bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. And how exactly do you help with the process? It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor wanting to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that's the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? Violently? That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right. Raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless it warmed up, it was gonna finally finish me off. You left Iris to help. With what? What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so they were starting to encounter her in training exercises proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch the Acolytes so they don't pass away. Just confirm this point again that night. You met Iris in the Inner Temple, correct? Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She never once failed to follow my directions. No bath. So you returned to Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath. My back is to blame for everything. It's a do-or-be-done-in kind of world, after all. How long... In this world, that's actually true. How long were you in the bath, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question's gonna be, where exactly did you wash? And this is what you have to watch why you have to watch the young ones. What are you going on about? Pathetic, Mas Edgeworth. Lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench? Oh, wait, shit, there is. Huh, how long's that been there? Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so... It was after I'd finished, just got back. Okay. The crime took place in the courtyard, correct? When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. Sign's been there since Nick passed the bar. Oh yeah, Mia actually put it up as a bit, but she was killed off before she could take it down, so... Damn shame. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. Helping Acolyte in the Inner Temple, back exit violently, left Iris. There's no bath in the Inner Temple, I need a long hot soak. Just after I finished, I was headed back. That's when I saw it. So, wait, where did you go? Return to Hazakura Temple. Let me check the map, obviously, real quick. Hazakura Temple. Headed back to the Inner Temple. The courtyard. The crime took place at the courtyard of Hazakura Temple, right? So she would have seen that. That's all well and good. Helping your Acolyte in your training. Backlink stacks up. It's got to be the I left Iris to help with the Acolyte return to Hazakura Temple, right? And it could be the blackmail letter. Citation. She didn't go. What was the weather data? Snowing 7 to 10, lightning from 10 to 11. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge, 10:45, around 30 minutes past, and the fire hadn't gone out. Oh, Colt. What of Elise? Iris' testimony. Rang the lights at 10 p.m. There was a murder in her room. Then was... Oh, well, it's that. It's got to be that. Yeah. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on the powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, 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 don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. A discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which it means she did not go to the Intertemple at all. No, she said that. A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming she went to the Intertemple would make for a much better alibi. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe she would lie. She does indeed seem to have honest eyes. Ow! And people lie. That is all people lie. That is my belief. Why am I the only one that's being whipped here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have a reason to lie. Which means you must call your memory into question. Dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Ah, well, that isn't exactly what I... My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of the witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Sound like Arthur Morgan? I'm trying to sound like Jean Besson, who is Canadian in Sly 2. Old-timey prospector Jean Besson. Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to the cross-examination. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. We read this already. What was added? This is the same testimony. Apparently dressed exactly as she had been at dinner. Are you sure you're not making a mistake? You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor. Iris always wears the same clothes. Smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake. Thinking I made a mistake. Top 3 best AA girls. In terms of how much I like their character, True CK, Faraday, and Maya. An excellent finish there, witness. Still, I have to wonder. I mean, I like Francesca fully. I like Athena. She's all right. Mia is good, obviously. Like Mia. Trying to think of other prominent women characters in the game. A lot of Heart's fun. Maggie Bird is fun, but like Pearl is great, obviously. But I really like the writing of True CK and Maya. I think they're all very fun. I enjoy hanging out with them. No bath. I need a long hot soak. He's asked for a finish. Okay, so the problem is she was dressed as she had been at dinner, but we have her hood that was given to Phoenix by her. Iris herself. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course. That's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. You do suggest Investigations 1. I hope I don't have to play that anytime soon. I watched 2 people play through that very recently. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? God, look how competent he is. Nick, you suck. I'll have you know this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw would have been missing this very hood. Well, it's not a bad feeling at all exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Order in the court. Witness, ow! Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see, a stockpile, a surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood Iris owned. This is quite strange. Ah! If there was a surplus of hoods, she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here. Sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow the seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath, on your way back to the inner temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. Interesting. Ahem. I took a look and Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise. And that, with that sword of all things. Oh, Elise du Nim? Was she a mystic? Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out a window. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, it would be much more like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court. What? What? Huh? And me seeing it all from this very chair. Or, well, something like that. I don't know what you just said. This judge... His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyways, this case is mine, Mas Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? No, I can't, Mas Edgeworth. It's your turn to cross-examine the witness, Mas Edgeworth. Why, you're not here for Phoenix Wright. Cross-examine Sister Bikini, Mas Edgeworth. I like that he calls it out. They have a sibling dynamic, which makes sense given they were raised together. How far is it from your room to the inner temple? Let me think about it for a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hanskura Temple. The inner temple's just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it back to us that night, did you? That's right. I was headed along the walkway towards the main hall. Heard a noise from the court. Yard, that is. You say you heard a noise? Thump, just like that. That could only have been the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that.
Well then, couldn't this noise you've heard have been snow falling on the ground?
I never thought of that.
Ah! The next one to laugh gets a whipping.
Well, whatever the source of the sound. Who is this judge? Oh, he's the backup judge. I looked over at the courtyard and... Iris... This is the second time witnesses testified to seeing the defendant. Where's our regular judge? Because I have to pretend to be a defense attorney, we can't use the regular judge. We have to use the backup judge. But some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to... The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that's been bugging me all this time. Please don't keep us in suspense. Her hood. Her hood? That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd have given that hood away to someone, right? Ha! You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
What do you say, Miles Edgeworth? Is testimony important?
It is important. Well, actually, this may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. Well, they mention, you heard a thump and then she was stabbed, but the problem is, she took the falling damage after she was killed. And I would like to, as you can see here, body fell 10 feet after death. So this theory of hers that she was pushed from the window, fell, and then stabbed automatically doesn't work if you look at the autopsy report. I would like the new statements to be added to the testimony. Heh, Miles Edgeworth. If you want to hang yourself, you'll need only ask. I'll gladly lend you my VIP.
Oh, witness, add that statement to your testimony.
No problem. She didn't have her hood on. Are you sure about that? Yes, after all, we always wear the same clothes. I don't mean because we're poor, you understand. It's our style, you see. There's absolutely no need to explain yourself. Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out. Like me holding my Whippet puppy instead of my Vip. Yo, that would be cute. Get a Whippet puppy, Von Karma. It would suit you.
Nice that it might bite you and not somebody else.
Iris didn't have a hood on, I'm sure of it.
Very well. Now, please tell us about tell us about the victim, eh? About.
Whippets are weird little alien dogs. Yeah, and it would suit her. A tiny little thing like that, just nervously looking around, and she's like, "This is my little Whippet dog. He's extremely small, nervous, fragile, and constantly shaking. I don't know why, but I felt the need to name him Larry. Larry and I are going to the cafe. You're welcome to join us if you also have a cute little animal." And she prances off. That dog has seen many a person get whipped and is terrified. He himself will be whipped, but Von Karma would never. The room where the victim was staying in an overlooked courtyard, correct?
Which means the victim's room was on the second floor.
No. Hazkurt Temple's a single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate outside the temple and guest rooms in the back to a height of about a 2-story building.
I see. The victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct?
Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to the room, after all. Stabbing assault must have occurred after she was pushed out of a window. And what makes you so sure of all of this? It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard outside, okay? Thump, just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
It appears the witness was not mistaken, then.
Yep, it's more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of my faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazkura Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there.
What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No, stop you come back from Mark. Doesn't feel like she's lying. It's very powerful testimony. I mean, I'm inclined to say it's like we had to add this one. Didn't have her hood on. But we don't have any evidence to suggest... Photo of Elise. Testimony, autopsy report, crime photo. There's no hood there, obviously. So I can't be like, aha! Excuse me. She left her hood at the scene of the crime. It might be a red herring, because I think it's this one, right? Must have occurred after she was pushed out the window. The stabbing, yeah. But present, it directly contradicts this, which was fell 10 feet after death. Yeah, okay. We added something to testimony, but it was a red herring. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall a height of 10 feet. However, this fall occurred after she was killed. Ah! That's right. It says after death right here. The scene of the witness claims the scene is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Ah! Order. The victim was killed and then fell. If that was the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and then she was thrown out the window down into the courtyard below. Rigged. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Ow! No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. The whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious payoff beard. However, there was no room for the blood in your... Ah! I'm sure there's no need for me to get over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware. Of Venestabloom produces the most blood. What produces the most blood? Very little blood is actually lost the moment of the blade's insertion. Well, no, that's true. Sort of an exit wound, however. If you want to talk about the most blood that losses from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Also that, indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts as a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have to come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window and the sword was still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. Order. I must admit, this is a probable version of events. I expect no less from Francesca Von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. Seems we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Move all supposition from your part, and please tell us only the facts, please. Get him, Karma. Don't root for me. Witness, please remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of the winter storm has me bent out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage when you are finished there. With the whip. Oh, boy. All right. She's gonna have Gumshoe do it. I can do one more. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Amy was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. 100%, yeah. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma strives for perfection, nothing but perfection. And putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Mazetvath. Great buddy, I root for my girl Von Karma. Son of a bitch! Perfection is an impossibility, Francesca Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that. Alright, let's see. This wasn't a long statement. Huh. At that time, was the victim bleeding? Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all this, of course. I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood, not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting like a plug for the wound. In any case, let's be clear with one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed? Think carefully. This is very important. It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body. Might not be conclusive, but his testimony supports that theory. The victim was stabbed into the room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves the threat of Elma, Sedgeworth. I've seen so much blood before. So you're saying you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it got splattered onto Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was nearly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were covered in blood?
Seems to be quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press the point further? Oh yeah, got it. Going back to your previous statement, you said you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding? Well, I said that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out alone.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was it that important?
More important than you can imagine.
You saw the instant in which the blade was plunged into the hilt? Oh. Well, that's not right. It's just up to there. Huh. Into the hilt, huh? Alright, well. Might as well press, but smoothly, you say? Like a shark, you say? That's right. Smooth like a shark. Mystic Elise was on the ground, and Iris stooped over her. Sword is buried to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand slid out, like a shark slipping through water. It slid out from that gaping wound, like a shark slides into your DMs, saying, hey, what up, girl, trying to trick you into eating him. Ah.
It goes without saying, sharks are the smoothest of God's creatures.
Obviously, everybody knows that. Of course, that's really the case, but more importantly, about this sword. I can't help but feel something about this testimony is out of place. There is something which couldn't have possibly happened, appears to have happened. Never seen so much blood. That's when I fainted. Can you blame me? When I awoke, stepping to the back. Okay. Smoothly drawn out. Oh. To the hilt. Okay. There you go. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. Got her again! But there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon thrust to the hilt of the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are completely impossible.
What do you mean?
Please explain yourself. Explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear, what meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose.
Objection sustained. I wept a little back there, I must admit. I'm not too proud.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well then just look at the branches. Clearly it wouldn't have come out smooth. That's... We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true, when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a sort of plug. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would have been too large for the blade to completely stop bleeding. That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a tool. Even a weapon of this nature may still be sometimes sliding in and out and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
You've still got more.
This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If the witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood on the entire length of this sword. No. Might finish this tomorrow? I hope so. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could manage maybe one, if that.
But what does all that mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but
having come this far, there can be only one answer. And that is... the weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shinshishito. Not sure it's a long case. What? A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Let's examine them again. What is it that made us think the sword was a murder weapon? That is going to be it for me today. I don't need Edgeworth launching into another spiel right now. I got places to be. I got rituals to undertake to re-energize myself. Show back up tomorrow for the possible but not probable conclusion of this game. More playing as Edgeworth. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Larry's there. Pretty fun. See you tomorrow, you lovely people. Have a great rest of your day.